Hello everybody and welcome to Pravus Gaming and more Hearts of Iron 4 Man the Guns, Poland Stronk, as I've decided to call this series. Alright, so the Japanese have gone for the Marco Polo Bridge incident. They have created some more world tension. We are now at 10%. As a result, I am going for Polish revanchism, which reduces the war goal tension limit by 40%. By default, non-aligned countries cannot fabricate claims unless you are at 50% world tension. This reduces it down to 10%. Hence why I now would be able to start fabricating claims. Technically, I could have started this a little bit sooner, but I wasn't positive as to what order Japan would be following their national focuses, so we're a little bit late, but only by 70 days. The real trick is going to be attacking these guys in such a way that we do not create more than 30% world tension, at least not right away, because then the British and the French are going to start guaranteeing them, and I can only end up taking one. So we won't want to attack Lithuania or Latvia right away. I will want to wait until all three of my claims are done, which is going to take a while. But once all three of them are done, I want to attack all three of them at once. And hopefully the world tension will be below 30% so I can still attack them. So as a result, now, I'm not going to be spending any of this political power. We're going to hold on to all of it because we need a lot of it. And hopefully this works, because if the French and the British decide to start guaranteeing people, then I'm stuck. There's nothing I can do. So, at the very least, I want to get Lithuania and Latvia before anything else. Estonia would be good to get as well. I mean, it's got 9 factories. But it's not absolutely crucial. Not completely, not 100%. But it would be certainly nice to have. How are we doing on construction? We are still working on these military factories pretty well. We should go ahead and get at least another couple of civilian factories, too. Maybe just, yeah, a couple. And then, yeah, more military factories after that, just so we can start getting as much production going here as possible. A little bit more civilian just so I can trade for goods. You have to mix those in every once in a while. As far as production is concerned, we're going to need a lot more support equipment, I'm pretty sure. So, you know what? I'm actually going to say we have enough artillery being produced right now. Let's go for a little bit more infantry equipment, then we'll go for some more support equipment, start getting that efficiency up there. Reason being, once I start tossing on things like, I don't know, entrenchment companies, engineer companies, we're going to need to have all that support equipment, and without it, it's going to suck. Now, let's see, it's 1937. Excavation wouldn't do me a lot of good because we do not produce a lot of natural goods on our own. We could start researching the field hospitals just to have that option. And I guess I will, even though without motorized being produced, we can't do a whole lot with that. We do have some army experience that I should be using. So let's go to my 20 combat with divisions and quickly add another infantry before these guys deploy, because I want them to be at full. I want them to be at full experience if possible. And then yeah, let's go ahead and toss on those engineers. So there's the support companies, which as of right now we don't have anywhere near enough. We'll go ahead and do this for now. So these guys aren't going to deploy for a little bit. And now we have a huge deficit of support equipment, and we do not produce that very fast. So yeah, the sooner we can get the support equipment up and running, the better. Absolutely. We have some troops that are ready to go over here, though. We'll add you to the pile like so. We also should probably go ahead and duplicate this template and start producing our 20 combat with infantry and artillery divisions. Now, in my previous campaign in Kaiserreich as Egypt, we experimented with having 4 infantry and 4 artillery. That was still 20 combat with, and it had really high soft attack and breakthrough. But the organization was so low that they ran out of gas very quickly. They just weren't that helpful. So I think I will go back to the standard 7 infantry and 2 artillery when we do want to get to that. Let's go ahead and change your icon to, let's say, the star. There we go. We do have a little bit of army experience, but I don't think enough. Now we have enough. Let's go ahead and swap these guys out for artillery. Oops. There you go. 15 XP. Ba-boom. Okay. So we're going to do you guys one more time, and then we're going to go ahead and start training a bunch of these. And this is going to take a long time to train, and as a result, we obviously have a pretty massive deficit of everything. And we are out of manpower, at least for the time being, but I don't know, eventually. I mean, it's going to take a while, but we might as well go ahead and get started, right? I think so. Getting the Commonwealth up and running would certainly be nice. There's the Polish revanchism. All right. Upper Silesia for the extra factory? Yes, I think so. Justify war goal against you guys? Yes. We'll say for your capital. You guys. 125 more political capital. 625 days? That feels ridiculous. Could we possibly go for Romania? 815 days. What's the nearest state? Booba blah 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 blah. Yeah, 815 days. That's a long dang time. I am not sure that we are going to be able to do anything here against Estonia. All right. Let's go ahead and start fabricating. Supposedly this is one way to do it, and they got a good number of factories. It's just, it's going to take so long. I don't know if this is going to work. I don't know if it's going to work or not. We may not be able to get Estonia. We might be only able to get Latvia and Lithuania. But if I can at least get both of those without the French and the Germans... Oh, sorry. The French and the British guaranteeing them, that's going to look pretty good for me, I think. All right. Upper Silesia, that extra civilian factory will certainly speed things up a little bit. Still able to produce our factories after about 5 weeks, even if we are down by 2 civilian factories. We'll fix that by building up a couple more. Production-wise, yeah, it's going to be all about that support equipment right now. We are actually low on steel. Probably should go ahead and build one more military factory just to get this up to a full line of 5 before we build any more civilian factories. By then, we will be low on steel, though, so yeah. Gonna be rough. This new factory from Upper Silesia is probably going to have to be used on that, but oh well. Yeah, 650 days or whatever. That's just such a long time. I mean, it will be done by 1939, which is around the time that we are expecting the Germans are going to demand Danzig. So in theory, we should only be going to war with the Soviets around that time. But even so, that's rough. Let's see. We're not that far ahead of time. I guess I could start working on the computing machine, but let's go ahead and start working on the radio tower, I suppose. 38 days with the logistics companies, then we can go for some more research bonuses. Should be fine. Yeah. We're angry by their posturing. We're the ones gearing up for war, but we're angry by their posturing. You're a liar, Ignacy. Disgusting. Disgust everybody. By the way, despite the fact that we are training this many troops, we're now somehow back up to 145,000 manpower. I don't know what's going on with how fast we're generating this, because we should only be getting 1,000 more recruitable population every month. But it seems to me that we're gaining some, like 40, 50,000 every month. Don't ask me how that's happening. I wouldn't be able to give you a good answer. But it confuses me. I'm not complaining. I like it. I'm just confused. Alright, we need to have a new army. I guess it's going to be you. Set up down here against, let's say, Czechoslovakia. Why is your... You need to change your color. Hang on. Sure, we'll go with that. That's fine. I believe, by the way, that when Sudetenland fires, we will get a state from Czechoslovakia for free. I think. I don't remember for absolute sure. Still no sign of the British, the French, guaranteeing anybody. I don't think they're able to until we hit 30% world tension, which is one of the reasons I cannot go to war until I am ready, or until I finish fabricating my claims. If I do that preemptively, we get above 30%, I won't finish with the others, and then we'll be sad. All right. 0.09 years ahead of time is not a big deal for a 5% research bonus. Let's go for it. Go ahead and do that. New troops that are being trained up, you guys just go join here. Same with you guys down over here. I'm going to go ahead and set this back to being infinite. How are we doing on our deficits? Looking pretty bad for our support equipment. Italy demanded a claim over Yugoslavian territory. Okay, one more reason I really don't want to have anything to do with them. We could start forming our faction early. Go for the extra stability. Go for this. Let's go ahead and create our faction. Let's see if we can get Romania to join. I don't know about, like, Finland or anything, but I mean, yeah, like, if we can get Romania to join this, that'd be great. I'd love to have them on my side to fight against the Soviets. It would make my life a lot easier. We need to train for some more steel. Let's go ahead and do that now. That will improve my production of support equipment and increase my production efficiency gain. Back up to 277,000 manpower for some reason. That's awesome. This isn't a bug, is it? I really hope not, but it feels weird. All right, solid. We will need more infantry equipment, I think. Let's see. 3.77 support equipment per day is not exactly a lot. We need 1,000 of it, so it's going to take a while. Still. We have some political power. We could upgrade something. What do I want? Let's go for the industrial research speed, just to speed that along once we hit 1939. Should be fine, I think. We could also have gone for a weapons manufacturer. I guess that wouldn't have been too bad either, now that I think about it. That might have been better. Whatever, it's fine. Poland first. That'll give me some extra stability, which increases my factory output and also gives me a tiny bit more political power gain. Could reduce consumer goods, probably not by a consequential amount, but hey, stability is generally a good thing to have. What am I going to do with this extra factory? Am I going to put it on infantry equipment? Do I want to start putting it on motorized? I think we stick it on infantry equipment. That should be fine. How long until we are able to attack you? We are about halfway through with you. Not quite halfway through with Latvia, and certainly nowhere close near Estonia. I don't know if I see the point in doing this. What are the odds, really, that the Allies are not going to guarantee them? Am I really going to wait that long? Because I'm pretty sure at some point the claim expires. Alright, so this all seems fine. Still making progress on the doctrine. Don't need to do this yet. Could research things like anti-tank. I think we'll go ahead and grab things like the defense and breakthrough and the soft attack for our troops first. Feels like this is a really long wait. I wonder if there's a way that we could have sped this up. June 1939. I don't know. I don't know about that one. I really don't know if we could have done that. If I had fabricated on, like, you... Yeah, 1,000 days. That's the problem, is you can't fabricate on too many people at once. There goes Austria, by the way. Can't fabricate on too many people at once without having issues. Now, debatably, actually, now that I think about it, hang on. Maybe it's technically better not to form the faction? It depends. I want the faction, but if I didn't have the faction, if we got attacked, it's impossible the UK and France would let me join the Allies, at which point I'd be able to kill these guys with impunity. Like, what if I wanted to join your faction? They don't like, I've created too much world tension. Well, that's right. Oh, wait. Uh-oh. Alright, they're at 31% world tension, but I don't think they're going to guarantee us, or anything against us, because we've generated too little world tension to be worth their time, I think? Maybe? I don't know. As long as the UK and France stay away. This is the trickiest part to me. Knowing how to navigate the justification system so it doesn't utterly obliterate you. I want to fight all three at once. I just don't know if I want to wait until 1939, especially since I know that the Purge is gradually going down. Man, you guys have a lot of factories. Ooh, I'm going to love eating you. You are allied with Mongolia and Tanu Tuva. Found the PCDI. I don't remember what that does. Germans, synthetic rubber, meh. National research policy, they're getting an extra research slot. The Burma Road, screen ships, strategic bombing. Nothing outrageous here so far. I wonder what's going to happen here with Sudetenland. Tired of these pop-ups. I know full well what I'm doing with these. Please knock it off with the dang pop-ups. Thank you. Yeah, I really hope that, like, Romania joins. It would be very helpful if they did. Finland I'm concerned about because if the Soviets attack Finland, which they often do, we could get called in preemptively. But at the same time, that means I'm going to fight them while they still have the Purge going, so, I mean, maybe? I think once we have this many factories, we actually should start working on forts. Let's go ahead and queue these up. Eating the other people so we'd have their civilian factories would be great too, but... for now, we're just going to have to do this. I think that's it. Whoop. Okay, a bunch of level 2 forts against the Soviets. Would love to reform the Commonwealth. Not going to be able to do that until we eat Lithuania. Running low on that steel again. Producing 4.5 support equipment per day. All right. It's nowhere near enough, but we're getting there. We're almost out of our deficit for artillery. Still got a long way to go with infantry equipment, unfortunately. But slowly but surely, we're making progress. How are we doing in terms of troops that we're training up? Pretty good. I'm going to say that we're only going to do this once each for now until I can get some more. Actually, you guys just keep training forever, but I need to be careful about my support equipment. I want to get rid of my horsemen, my cavalry, and replace all of those. But to do so, we're going to need a lot more support equipment, again, which I don't have. So, I mean, yeah, support equipment is proving to be way harder to get than I thought it would be. All right, Between the Seas concept is done. Treaty with Lithuania, treaty with the Baltics. We could get them to join, like, voluntarily, but I think I just want to conquer them. I want their factories. Let's instead start working toward that extra research slot. So we're going to go for the Central Region strategy. There's more factories to be had along the way. We are officially a part of our own faction now. There it is. Right there. So, anyone want to join? Romania says no. Because they're non-aligned. But I'm also non-aligned. Come on. Now, once the Soviets attack Romania and Finland, which they often do, they may want to join somebody. I'm going to go ahead and pick up, let's say, the infantry equipment designer. Because I think that, well, actually, we're already finishing up these two. All right, that's a little bit late. Should have done the infantry equipment designer before we swapped over to the industrial research designer, but oh well. Such is the way of things. 37 more days until we have computing machine for another 5% research bonus. Defense in depth is looking pretty good so far. How are we doing on terms of those? Justifications? Not bad. That's officially done. So we have our goal. Now, the goals eventually expire, I thought. It doesn't say when, though. They're going for liberty ethos? No, no, no. Don't you dare become democratic. Don't you join the Allies. I don't think we're going to be able to get Estonia, guys. We'll have the justification of war against them, I guess, but I don't think we're going to get it. Guess we'll go ahead and research the anti-tank, because I know I will want that against the Germans eventually. Okay, this does expire in July 10th. Yeah, so there's no way with Estonia. There was no way that was going to... I'll hold on to it. We've already spent the power. But there's no way we were going to get these guys, I don't think. We'll keep it going, though, because if we declare war on them while we're fighting the Soviets, they'll probably join Comintern, and then we'll just be able to take them in that war instead. Which I think would be fine. Yeah. So when are you done? July 10th? We're going to have to declare war on, like, July 9th. Because if I wait until July 10th, we're not going to be able to attack. So I have 8 days. 8 days until I have to attack Lithuania, and then hopefully, the Allies do not guarantee them on the literal last day. Go ahead and start researching the light tank, I guess. Sure, why not? Oh, wait, it's June right now, not July. Okay, hang on, we're fine. July 9th. July 9th. Don't give the AI much time to guarantee anybody. Please don't guarantee anybody. I don't want you to. I don't want you to do it. All right, computing machine is done. Could go for some encryption and decryption tech. Anything else really important for me right now? I don't think so. Could start focusing on some planes and stuff, but I think we are going to go for some encryption and decryption tech. How are we doing on our construction? Finishing up another civilian factory. That'll be done July 7th. Okay. We're about to snag a bunch more factories, too. Once we have these countries conquered, though, we need to make sure we get these forts up and running so we can go and fight the Soviets. Can't afford to wait for that much longer. Especially since your purge is now down to 40% already. It's going to expire entirely by 1941. Still no guarantees from anybody. This is good. I haven't generated enough world tension to be a problem. Barely, but I haven't. Yeah, this is tense. I hate doing this. All right, there's the Central Region strategy. That's an extra industrial research bonus. We'll go for another civilian factory like so. Still looking okay so far. I might end up canceling against Estonia, even though we're like halfway through with it. Because I think that's going to make it harder for me to go to war against the Soviets. All right, July 5th, 6th, 7th, 8th, 9th. Slow it down. We're going to wait until the very last moment. Still no guarantees. Okay, that's 23. 1 hour. The hour before the justification expires. Go to war. No guarantees. Hey! We can go to war. Go. All right, no guarantees from the British or the French. Yay! Kill, kill, kill. All right, now we're going to get all their stuff. Now we can go back up to speed 5. Shouldn't be too hard for us to win this. I don't even feel like I need to necessarily micromanage it much. I want you guys basically to go here and then to, like, Memel. You go ahead and grab your way up to Memel. I see his capitals right here, but I think he'll have extra victory points, so we'll be fine. Or rather, I don't think he's going to capitulate once we grab his capital. We'll find out in a moment. But I'm pretty confident these are going to come back. You, I think if we grab Riga and whatever you call that. Yeah, we need to grab all your victory points, actually. Purple, you should have a much wider front line than this and be fine. Why are you struggling so much to cross this dang river? Come on, man. You're not even at the river, now that I think about it. Why is this taking you so long? All right, we got those victory points. Collapse here. Everyone grab this. Hit him from every end. Lithuania's about to die. Got it. All right, Lithuania should be out. I said Lithuania should be out. Hey! Did you guys join the war together? You didn't have a faction, so how did you do it? Yeah, they did join a war together. Oh. Oh, there we go. Never mind. Okay. Done. Got Lithuania. Take all states. And turn. Dunskies. Surprisingly, we didn't really create much in the way of world tension there. And the treaty with Lithuania, I suppose, is technically done. Ha ha ha. You guys, offensive line, grab all of this. He's never going to see it coming because, well, he wasn't expecting his borders to fall so quickly. Go. Grab everything. Grab Riga. You guys, Riga. He's not defending his freaking capital. Get it. Got him. Thank you. Latvia's done. Take all states. Done. Okay, and there's the guarantee of the Estonians. Saw that coming. Yeah, all right. So if we want to justify a war goal against, say, the Soviets, that would take 270 days. I'm pretty sure it would be faster if we cancel this. So the question then becomes, do we cancel this? I wasted the power, I know that, but... yeah. Cancel that. Yeah, now we can get a claim against them in 160. That's way faster. Way faster. All right. We have a new army we need to create. Toss you on there. You'll be fine. Change your color. Let's say blue. So, Romania. How do you feel about factions? No? Don't want to do that? Okay. I mean, we got a lot more factories out of the arrangement. That was overall pretty good. Yeah, civilian factories way up. Now I'm producing things way faster. Production, we got a lot more factories to work with. Perfect. We need support equipment. We need a lot of support equipment. Let's trade for a little bit of extra steel. I'm debating whether I want to spend the civilian factory on aluminum, but I think the answer might be yes, at least for now. Just because, kind of need it. We need to increase the number of forts that are on our border. Against the Soviets like so. Wait. Is that everything? Nope, there's one tiny little land connection right there. You'd be forgiven if you missed it, but it's there. Alright. Alright, so we're going to finish up some of these factories. Maybe a little bit too many, but then we're going to focus on getting all these up. Not exactly worried about, whoops, repairing the infrastructure. So we're going to ignore that. How fast are these building right now? Pretty quick. Takes about a month, and we're making progress on another one in the meantime. So yeah, the extra lines are helping. Reform the Commonwealth. Heck yes. Let's form the Commonwealth. Boom, we're a slightly brighter shade of pink. The rebirth of the Polish-Lithuanian Commonwealth, as Poland and Lithuania are once more governed by a single state. The Polish government has begun drawing on history for its propaganda in an effort to unite the people behind its policies. Historical experts bombard the population with the various ways in which a united Poland and Lithuania could stand together against the threats on their borders, recounting tales of the height of the power of the Polish-Lithuanian Commonwealth. The approach seems to be having some effect on redirecting the people's outrage and on focusing their thoughts on the glory days of old. Today, the Polish government has taken this one step further and proclaimed the restoration of the Commonwealth, renaming the country to the Polish-Lithuanian Commonwealth. If God is with us, then who could stand against us? All right, sweet. We also have some more dockyards. I don't really need to build anything as a thing, because that's just going to use up steel, so I'm actually going to just ignore that. Believe it or not. I don't actually care. Designers, sure. Alternatively, let's go ahead and pick up the infantry expert. Encryption tech here is done. All right, so we need to figure out how we're going to do this. So everyone should be assigned here. Let's pull this back. So, how am I going to do this? We're going to have you pull back up here. You create a new front line right here. You will create a new front line here in the north, I think. And your goal is effectively to push up this way. You guys are going to be basically pushing up toward Leningrad and try to sit along some of the rivers. You guys, sort of similar, use the rivers as cover where possible. Kind of like so. Yeah, something like this is what I want you to do. And then dark blue, I don't know what to do with you yet. So we're taking the risk of now pulling everybody off of the German borders. With the exception of these guys right now, just because I might need them to get the state from Czechoslovakia. I don't remember for sure how that works. August of 1938. Let's go ahead and grab some decryption tech now. I do not care about the dockyards. I don't want to spend the extra steel. Is just not worth it to me, not yet. Expansion of new towns means more civilian factories for me. Probably should save up some political power to be increasing our conscription law soon-ish. I mean, we're okay on manpower for now. How are we doing on equipment? We're actually looking super good on infantry equipment. Okay. We need to train more just regular 20 combat with divisions then. Use up some of that glorious manpower. Now, of course, that comes with a lot of support equipment. Again, we're going to do this only once, and then we're going to make that the high priority, this the high priority. Let's finish these out with my support equipment. Anti-tank research is done. We could go ahead and get ahead of time on factory output. Do I want that, or do I want efficiency? Efficiency cap won't help me where I need it right now. So I think the fact that we are ahead of time means I could go for construction, though. Not that far ahead of time. I think what we're lacking is going to be factory. Let's go ahead and start working on more dispersed. France and Britain have announced an alliance, the annexation of Zalozzi. Czechoslovakia is falling apart, and we must act quickly to protect territory with significant Polish populations before it can be seized by Germany. Czech ownership of Zalozzi has always been contested by us, and it is time for the region to rejoin our nation. We take a core from Czechoslovakia. I believe it's this one right here. Yes, we take two tiny little things. Okay. Cool, and the Munich Agreement. So I don't think we need you guys here anymore. Let's get rid of that. So yeah, all of you will be assigned to this order. And then we have a few too many people. And be assigned to this blue order. I'd like to have a very offensively minded army here and a very offensively minded army here to try and do as many encirclements and push around Moscow as possible. Have you guys be defensive. That's what I would like to see happen. We'll see if that works. I don't want this cavalry. I hate it. We're going to get rid of them. We're just going to turn them into regular infantry divisions. It's going to cost me support equipment I don't have, but what else is new? I don't have it to begin with. Same with you guys. No cavalry, please and thank you. Just infantry. I have the manpower, I have the infantry equipment, so let's do it. I say that we have the infantry equipment. We've used most of it up. Hungary renounces the Treaty of Trianon, which means they're going to start going down the fascist world. All right, that's normal. Still don't see an Iron Romania, so that's good for me. I've already formed my faction. There's no point in the Baltic Alliance, probably, unless we want Estonia to join. We could just ask Estonia to join, but I'm not sure how much that gets me. Besides, I want to kill them later. Instead, let's go for the extra military factory, start working toward that extra research slot. Could start preparing for the next war. So now we have the real test. Do I start fabricating against you now? We could actually retake a core state, apparently, and it would only take me 80 days to prepare for war. And you still have a 40% malice. And I have a pretty good number of troops. 76? It's not great. If I just had a bit more equipment, a bit more support equipment, we could actually field so many more troops. It's the support equipment, man. That's what's killing me right now. We could start deploying them even if they're not at full supply, though. They won't have their recon, but they'll do some serious freaking damage. We may have to do that. Yeah, this might be the time to attack them before the purge goes away. A 40% malice is pretty significant. Much more, and we actually are going to have, like, serious problems. How are my... We haven't done any forts, though. Okay, we're going to finish up these factories and then tell them to build forts. And in the meantime, we'll start fabricating our claim so that we can decide when to attack. The forts should build very quickly. Yeah, only 500 construction points as opposed to the 7,200 for the military. So these should build like every week or so. We should have new forts being put up. In 80 days, do we think we can finish these two forts and have a good number... these two factories and have a good number of forts put up? Yeah, I think we might. And at least in the meantime, I think we'll have enough troops set up over here. We might be able to hold down the front line. We're going to see. Let's do that next time, though. Thank you all for watching. Hope you enjoyed. So then I would ask you to hit that like button, leave a comment, and subscribe. And I will see you guys next time.